Hi everyone, it's Lindy. Welcome to this week's Motivation Monday. This week, I just wanted to encourage everybody to be as productive as you can. Productivity is extremely important when you are working for yourself, especially if you have more things going on than just your business. You know, if you have children, if you have a spouse, if you have a full-time job, if you have numerous appointments that you juggle around, if you have other events that you do, if you have multiple side hustles, you have to figure out how to be the most productive that you can to maximize your time. I really think that a lot of time that we have is underutilized just because we think that maybe we don't have as much time as we actually have. One of the biggest benefits to having an online business is you can utilize your smartphone. And I know that some of this might seem a little bit obvious, but hear me out, because there are some times I realize that I could be doing work when I wasn't thinking that I could be doing work. So one of the things that I will do to utilize my time is I will create drafts and I will activate them from my phone for eBay. Now I know I tell you guys I hate listing on my phone. I do. I despise listing on my phone. But I make an exception for the times where I am away from home and I know that I'm just sitting around. The biggest instance that I can think of to describe is when I'm sitting at one of Benjamin's therapy appointments. His appointments are usually 30 minutes long and I'm just sitting there. But while he's in his appointment, for those 30 minutes, rather than spending that time sitting on my phone scrolling through Facebook, I decided that I was going to start utilizing that time to post on social media for advertising, post on Instagram for items that I'm selling, post on Instagram for advertising for Poshmark or eBay, or most recently, I've been utilizing that time for actually listing things on eBay. So what I will do is I will make sure that I have items photographed on my phone. Usually I don't do that. Usually I photograph with a camera, but if I know that I have an appointment, if I have some appointments I'm going to be sitting at, I'll make sure to have the photos on my phone and I'll make sure to have those items that I photographed drafted in eBay. And so for the 30 minutes while I'm sitting waiting for Benjamin's appointments to be over, I'm in there going through and putting the photos with the drafts and activating the listings right then. And it's easiest to do that when I already have everything drafted because I already have, I already have the measurements, I already have the color, I already have all of the details. Everything is done. All I have to do is attach those photos to the listing and hit list, and it's already done. And I can do that while I'm sitting in the office waiting for his appointment to be over. You can also use that time to create slides to advertise your business on Facebook or Instagram. You can use that time to go through emails. You can use that time to go through messages. Something else that I also utilize that time for is going through and creating plans for myself. Or I will use that time to plan out the rest of my week or to plan out the following day. Just because you're sitting an appointment doesn't mean that all you have to do is scroll through Facebook and look at funny memes. You can also use this kind of mindset with things like cooking dinner. I mean, if you're waiting for a pot of water to start boiling or something like that, you could pick up your phone and you could go through and you can share some stuff to Instagram. You can post some drafts to eBay. You can maybe take some photos on your dining table while you're waiting for dinner to finish cooking. You can activate listings while you're sitting on the couch with your kids. Yeah, it might not be very fun to sit on your phone. You might want to be spending time with your kids, but taking 10 minutes to activate some listings while you're laying on the couch, why not? My point is, we have little blocks of time throughout our day you might not realize you could be utilizing for your small business. Just because you think you need to have a 1 hour chunk time to get something done, that's not necessarily the case. If you plan accordingly, you can set yourself up to complete tasks or plan tasks during this little blip of time that you have throughout the day. You know, if you're at work and you have a lunch, maybe you can complete drafts during your lunch. Maybe you can advertise on your lunch. You know, maybe you can create your schedule in these times. Maybe you could, while you're sitting in traffic or driving home, maybe you could turn on a voice recorder and record some notes for yourself. You know, that's something that I've been thinking I needed to do. I was thinking I needed to find an app of some kind so that I can put voice into text. So while you're driving, you can have your phone, you could have the app going, and you could speak the things that you need to do, or you can speak ideas that you have and it puts it into text for you. So, you know, of course, while you're driving, don't do anything like typing or anything like that, but anything voice activated, putting your thoughts into text, that's a really good thing to do as well. I know that a lot of us have our best ideas while we're driving in the car, so why not utilize that time to actually use your phone to take notes and plan for things. And come on, we both know that you take your phone with you to the bathroom. So that's some unused time right there. So I know that there's probably a lot more examples, but those are the ones that stick out in my head because that's what I do for myself. The key is to plan ahead. If you know that you have little blurps of dead space during your day, plan ahead so that you can utilize those key time slots to do something productive. You have to maximize your time to get the most done, because before you know it, your day is over and you didn't get as much accomplished as you wanted to. At least that's how I feel a lot of the time. So now I want to hear from you. What do you do to maximize your productivity? I am genuinely curious because I multitask a lot, but I'm also a firm believer that there's always a better way to do something, at least to give it a try. So put it down in the comments. Let me know, what do you do to increase your productivity? What little tips and tricks do you have that maybe we could all use that we're not utilizing? Are there special apps that you use? Are there certain ways of listing that you use? Programs, planners, calendars? What do you do to make yourself as productive as you can be with your business? Let us know down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and let me know. Again, if you have questions or comments about the video, put them down in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to me yet, I hope you will. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye.